Hi, I'm Andy Sinton. Just going to have a look at our very successful month of January in terms of the results we gained. 4 wins, 1 draw, 9 goals scored, only 2 against. Really important and successful month. So January the 2nd, we went to Birmingham, picked up a really good win. Just going to have a look at both the goals that we scored, the passages of play involved. So let's start with the first one. So first goal comes from Birmingham, being in possession. Long ball up, good win from Johan Barbe. Lee Wallace plays into Sam Field, turns it round the corner. Chris Willock drives 40, 50, 60 yards. Lee Wallace comes on the overlap, puts a cross into the box, little deflection. Albert arrives, nice, calm, cool, side-footed finish to give Rangers the lead. Albert, as you can see, then runs the length of the pitch to celebrate with the travelling Rangers fans. A great moment for him, and as I say, a great moment for us to give us the lead. Okay, so we've seen the goal, fantastic counter-attack. I just want to highlight a couple of players' involvements within the goal. So if we look, Birmingham attack, Johan Barbe wins the header, down to Lee Wallace, into Sam Field, into Chris Willock. If I could just stop that there, Chris Willock takes up a fantastic position. Between the lines, can't get picked up. Sam Field finds him. But I just want to have a look at the run, the desire, the athleticism of Lee Wallace and his part he plays in the goal. So there's the ball into Chris Willock. You can start to see Lee Wallace now making a run on the outside. Great determination, great desire. Chris Willock slots him. There's the cross, little deflection off George Friend. Albert arrives, calmly side foots home. But again, lots of players involved in the game. A header won by Johan Barbe. Lee Wallace into Sam Field. Lovely ball to Chris Willock. Chris Willock drives. But the run of Lee Wallace is the bit I was really wanting to pick out there. Second goal against Birmingham. I think I said on commentary the word wow. Absolutely sensational individual goal from Chris Willock. Starts from a throw-in with Albert Adomo just in front of the dugouts. Linden battles away. Ball falls here to Stefan Johansson. Out to Lee Wallace. Good forward run from Luke Amos. You can see Chris Willock just come away from the play to find a little bit of space. And this is just all about confidence, ability, pace, composure, skill. All of those words. That is quite simply a stunning, sensational individual goal. Okay, so if I just break this goal down, so we keep the ball alive. Stefan Johansson plays out to Lee Wallace. Luke Amos, good forward run. Luke Amos picks the ball up here, edge of the box. I'm just going to pause that there, because in the picture you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Birmingham defenders in close proximity to Chris Willock. Probably the Birmingham players, every person in the stadium, me included, think there's no way Chris Willock can score from this situation. He's even facing away from the goal on that situation, but then he twists and turns and gets through a space that doesn't seem to be there. A little bit of pace, gets away. Now he's just got to stay composed and calm, and it's a goal. As I say, I could watch this as a former wide player myself. I could watch that goal time and time and time again. It's just unbelievable. I think that moment shows Chris Willock's development, his confidence he's playing with, the individual ability that he's got, his skill in tight situations, the little bit of pace, but then the calm finish. So look at this. He's facing away from the... There's this little touch here. There's the little bit of pace. And he just stays nice and calm, lifts it, fires it above the keeper. It's absolutely sensational play. Wow. Next goal we're going to look at, Charlie Austin comes off the bench, 20 minutes to go against one of his own clubs, West Brom. You know, I said on commentary at 0-0, 3,000 West Brom fans in the stadium, probably fearing the worst. Is Charlie going to come back and dent their promotion hopes? He certainly did. Let's have a look at it. So long misplaced punt up the field. Rob Dickie comes and wins the header really well into Albert Doma. Helps it round the corner. Good forward run from Stefan Johansson. Finds Chris Willock. Little jink. Dinks to the far post. Charlie, he's on the move. Senses that's his moment. Picks up the flight of the ball. Gets inside his marker at the far post. And his header gives Rangers a very, very important 3 points. Look at the celebrations of the team, the dugout, everyone. Last couple of minutes of the game, probably know we've won the game. What a moment. Okay, just going to break this goal down now into a little bit more detail. So Rob Dickie's won the header into Albert, helps it round the corner, forward run of Stefan Johansson. Chris Willock's just backing up the play. Stefan finds him. Chris Willock just shifts it onto his right foot. And even though he's facing away from the goal, he knows the area, exactly where he's going to try and put it. Charlie's lurking at the far post. I know he's out of camera at the minute, but once Chris puts that cross in, Charlie will have picked up the flight of the ball. He's on the move, as all good strikers should be, and he shows great determination and desire to get in front of his marker, because his marker, as it's travelling, is in front of him. But Charlie's on the move. Great desire. What a header. So there's Stefan Johansson. Here's Chris Willock. Little jink, little dink, far post. Charlie's on the move. Wonderful header. Wins Rangers the game. Next game, 4,000 Rangers fans make the journey up to Coventry. You know, good side. I thought Coventry played well on the day. We got off to a perfect start. Andre Gray scores in the 6th minute, I think. If you look where this goal comes from, we play a ball back to David Marshall. He helps it up the field. Andre Gray does actually well here, pins his marker. We pick up the second ball in midfield. Andre's on his way. Chris Willock outside of his foot to Andre Gray, attacking the space. And that's just a really composed finish across the goalkeeper to give Rangers a perfect start. So there's Chris Willock, picks the ball up outside of his foot. Andre Gray's attacked the space in behind defenders. Defenders don't like to be turned around and going back to their own goal. Andre's in space. From a Coventry point of view, I think the Coventry players got to show Andre outside. He cannot let Andre come back in on his right foot, but he does. And credit to Andre, good ability. Comes back on his right foot. Defender sits off a yard. There's the ball from Chris Willock, beautifully weighted. Here's Andre, comes back inside and just calmly slots it across the front. This is the moment where the defender's got to show him the line. He doesn't. Andre just passes it, goes through the legs of the defender, evades the goalkeeper into the far corner, gives Rangers a fantastic finish. Second goal, 11 minutes to go. Coventry had just got themselves back on level pegging with a stunning strike, a real stunning strike. And we were up against it a little bit, but the character, the determination of the team to stay in when things aren't going your way, we get our rewards for. So the second goal, the winning goal from Albert Adoma, comes from a throw-in down our left-hand side. A couple of little passes. Field, Wallace, Willock, comes to Chris Willock, great cross. Albert's on the move, gets in front of the Coventry defender to head home and give Rangers another win on the road and another valuable 3 points. So again, we're going to see it. A little intricate pass and movement. The three players within 4 or 5 yards of each other. Chris Willock, Sam Field, Lee Wallace. Lee Wallace just sets it back to Chris Willock on his right foot, one touch. This moment here, he knows exactly what he's going to do, Chris Willock. He's just going to hit an area that causes defenders a problem. Albert sensed that, on the move, gets in front of the left wing back, Jake Bidwell, and puts an unstoppable header past the goalkeeper, Simon Moore. There's the ball, there's the movement, there's the header. Lovely little passing movement, but again, Chris Willock finds a bit of quality with his cross. And Albert's made that run. And it's a really good header. Next game and goals that we're going to look at was from the emphatic 4-0 victory against Reading. I thought the first half we were absolutely outstanding. You know, the pace we played with, the energy, the quality, and some of the goals we scored were really great to see. First goal is a header from Lyndon Dykes. Great ball in from Chris Willock. Lyndon Dykes on the move with a firm header from the edge of the 6-yard box. Just looking at the goal in more detail. Again, if we highlight the position of Chris Willock, between the lines, can't get picked up. He's between the, when I say between the lines, between the defensive line and the Reading midfield line. He's found a little pocket of space in there. We find him, but Chris Willock does really, really well here. He picks it up. He's under pressure. He's actually been fouled. The referee, who's 10 yards away, could quite easily stop that. I think it's Josh Laurent. He's got his arms around him. He's pulling his shirt, but Chris, strength, confidence, ability, evades that. There we go. Gets away. Now you can just see at this moment here, he just gets his head up, just has a quick glance, assessing, scanning the pitch, see what's around. You can see the space that he's going to aim to put it into. Lyndon is on the move, gets between these markers, which all good centre forwards should do. And Chris Willock finds a great cross. There's Lyndon, 7 yards out. People say he can't miss. It's just a wonderful cross. Saying to Lyndon Dykes, go on Lyndon, put us in front. Which he does. There's Chris Willock. We see he's getting fouled. There's the little head up. There's the quality of the cross. There's Lyndon's movement, and he just has to guide it. Great balance, Chris Willock. Little glance. Super ball. Super header. Second goal against Reading. It's a really good, well-worked goal. Going to give Jimmy Dunn quite a lot of credit here. Wins the ball 5 yards inside his own half, steps in, but not only steps in, wins the ball, keeps going. There he goes. Little ball into Lyndon, round the corner to Albert. Jimmy keeps going. Lyndon's on his bike. Good ball in, and it's a fine header from Lyndon Dykes from an early cross from Albert into space. Hard to defend. 2-0 Rangers. Lyndon attacks the box. Albert, one touch. Just hit the space, Albert. Which he does. Lyndon on the move. Fine header. So there's Jimmy. Plays forward. Lyndon round the corner. And you watch Lyndon's movement here. Doesn't stop. Doesn't stand still. Doesn't admire his pass. He's played round the corner. Then saying, you know what, I'm going to get in the box. And I'm going to get another goal. At this point, Rangers, so much on top, looked like we could have scored at every attack. The third goal is a goal from Luke Amos. What I like about this goal, it comes from a Reading corner, which we have to defend. And if we just let it play, corner comes in. It's Lyndon Dykes wins the header in the near post zone. Luke Amos does well. Plays to Chris Willock, who again does well. But if you look at the run of Luke Amos, remember he's picked it up on the edge of his own box. And he finishes 16 yards inside the Reading box. That's a fantastic counter-attack. One, we've got to defend the corner well. We look after the ball, but the energy, the desire, the enthusiasm to break forward. And everyone's delighted for Luke Amos. We don't see Lyndon win the header. We don't see Luke Amos on the edge of the box find Chris Willock. But if we just look there, look how deep Luke Amos starts. Chris Willock does brilliant to keep possession. But Luke's on his way. He knows there's space. Go on, Chris, put it in the space. Luke's touch here is not actually the best, because his touch takes him a little bit wider than he probably wants. The goalkeeper's probably thinking Chris is going to come back across him. Goalkeeper, don't think he covers himself with glory, sort of falls back a little bit. But absolutely delighted for Luke Amos. Had hit the post in the previous game, had hit the post earlier. Just wraps his foot around it. 3-0. Wonderful counter-attack from a Reading corner. Fourth goal in the game. comes from a set play. I know there's a lot of time spent working on set plays, both for and against. So it's always pleasing from a coaching point of view, manager's point of view, player's point of view, when you worked on things, that they can come off any set plays about the delivery. And what we get here is a decent delivery. Jimmy Dunn, unmarked, goes and tack it. I suppose if you're Reading, you're looking at that and you're asking lots and lots of questions. But again, the delivery, it's a bit of a looped cross. But Jimmy Dunn sees the flight, wants to go and head it. So here we go. Just look at the Rangers sort of setup here. We've got 4 or 5 players in a little bit of a cluster, probably all designated their own little runs and block-offs, etc., etc. But if you look at Jimmy Dunn, starts just inside the 18-yard box, 16, 17 yards. His role is probably to get round the back post or towards the back post. There you go, just a little dart away. If you just highlight Jimmy's movement there, he goes short or shorter, then pulls away a couple of yards. That just gains him that extra couple of yards of space to allow him a free header. So if you just watch Jimmy's run here, there he goes. Stop, he pulls away just a couple of yards into space. Still got a lot to do. Stefan Jansson's cross. 4-0. Well done, Jimmy Dunn. And that just wrapped up a fantastic performance, a fantastic win, and a fantastic January. Some really good performances individually and collectively. 9 goals scored, which we've just seen. Only 2 conceded. 13 points from 15 on offer. Come on, you Oz.